Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. The Backside of the Sun, a mind-bending revenge saga that hooked 60.44 million in a day when a short drama catapults to number 7 on Hwangeo's hot broadcast list and number 4 on the new drama chart on its first day, amassing a jaw-dropping 60.44 million heat points. You don't just watch, you dissect. The Backside of the Sun, starring Thẩm Haonan's Zhai Yiying, isn't just a show, it's a psychological landmine. Its premise, a psychiatric doctor's high IQ revenge, grabs you by the throat and doesn't let go, blending brain-twisting suspense with raw human wreckage. Launched in early October 2025, this micro-series didn't just debut, it hijacked the cultural zeitgeist, proving that a shattered mind plotting vengeance is the ultimate viewer drug. The plot? A glorious descent into madness. Zhai Yiying, Thẩm Haonan, a brilliant psychiatrist, is poised to propose to his fiancée, Jin Chae-ok's Zhai Yiying, when his world implodes. On that cursed day, he witnesses a ruthless four-person syndicate brutalize and murder Jin, leaving him a hollow shell. The trauma splinters his psyche, birthing a second personality, a vivid hallucination of Jin, his spectral muse and co-conspirator. Declared insane and institutionalized, Zhai bides his time, faking recovery with chilling precision. Once released, he unleashes a labyrinthine revenge plot, a chess game where the pawns are his enemy's own fears. He doesn't kill outright, he orchestrates their unraveling, turning the syndicate against each other with tailored psychological traps, gaslighting, planted evidence, and staged breakdowns that make Hannibal look tame. Every micro-episode, 5 minutes of pure adrenaline, ends on a scream-inducing cliffhanger, with flashbacks of Jin's death haunting like a recurring nightmare. The title's metaphor, the sun's hidden, festering side, mirrors the rot beneath the killer's polished lives, shot in stark contrasts of blinding light and suffocating shadow. Thẩm Haonan, the 28-year-old short drama titan who's juggled 20-plus roles this year, Step-by-Step Trap, Clouds Obscuring the Moon, is a revelation as Zhai. He's not just unhinged, he's a kaleidoscope of grief and genius. His eyes flicker between hollow despair and icy calculation, his throat rolls intense scenes signaling a man teetering on the edge. The second personality twist, Zhai's imagined Jin, lets Shin flex opposite Zhai Yiying's ghostly allure. Their talk's a mix of tender delusion and vengeful plotting. Zhai, 24, subverts her sweet healer rep, healing notes Peppa Pig fame, with a Jin Chae-ok who's both victim and phantom avenger. Her spectral presence, ethereal yet venomous, taunts Zhai into action, her smile sharp enough to cut. Off-screen, their chemistry crackles, rumors of late-night script debates fuel fan theories that their bond mirrors the tragedy they play. Posts on X gush over Zhai's tear-glint transitions and Shen's manic micro-expressions, with one viral clip of Zhai whispering to Jin racking up 10 million views. The genius lies in execution. Directed by Jo Juk-sin, with Fang Mang and Lee Jae-ki's beauty brand backing, it's a masterclass in micro-drama's potential. Rapid cuts mimic Zhai's fractured mind, symbolic suns morph into blood-red eclipses. Product placement, think Jin's glow via Lee Jae-ki's serums, feels seamless, not shoehorned. Hwangeo's algorithm went berserk, 60.44 million heat points reflect Weibo's Sun Revenge twist trending number 3 globally, with fan edits blending psych jargon and Zhai's breakdowns. Critics call it short drama's black swan, its 10,000-plus peers in 2025 paling against its ambition. It's not just revenge, it's catharsis for anyone who's fantasized about flipping the script on their demons as Zhai's chessboard titans. The question burns, will his fractured mind outwit his enemies, or consume him first? Thẩm Haonan's performance in this role has audiences hailing it as the ceiling of madness. He must simultaneously portray 3 states of mind, deep affection for his illusory lover, cool and furious as he plots revenge, and ultimately, a sense of self-destructive devastation. His eye contact is particularly striking, as he transforms from a gentle and affectionate fiancé one moment to a murderous avenger the next. This stark contrast has fans gushing over his acting skills, calling the performance explosive. Zhai Yiying faces an even greater challenge, playing a non-existent phantom. The character of Jin Chae-ok exists solely in the male protagonist's mental world, yet she must convey the resentment of a deceased spirit, the eerie feeling of a split personality, and even occasionally possess the villain by Zhai to plot revenge. Playing 3 distinct personas, switching from an innocent young woman to a dark accomplice, her subtle expressions in body language are textbook examples. The drama's revenge logic is also captivating. It doesn't simply fight violence with violence, but rather exploits the internal conflicts within the villain's gang, forcing them to fight each other. From the Jebel Sun Wei's Hae-in to his henchman and the envious Zhai Yiying, each villain is more than just a tool. They each possess their own selfish desires and weaknesses, and Zhai Yiying precisely hits each one's pain points, like a chess game. The production boasts cinematic quality, with director Zhou Yiying masterfully employing lighting and shadow to create atmosphere, using cool tones to convey the protagonist's inner gloom and uninterrupted long takes to showcase the fluidity of his revenge. Screenwriter Zhai Yiying seamlessly integrates the torture and love element, so beloved by female audiences, into the suspenseful plot, delighting both the high-IQ game and the heart-wrenching emotional torment of the romance. The chemistry between Thẩm Haonan and Zhai Yiying is also a highlight, their previous collaboration in the sweet drama Niru transforming into a more complex chemistry. When Zhai Yiying smiles tenderly at the hallucinating Jin's Haoxi, the audience, knowing it's fake, can't help but be moved. When he uses Jin's Haoxi's personality to psychologically manipulate the villain, the tension between their eyes literally overflows the screen. Data from the Hangul platform shows that 68% of the show's viewership is female, proving that this mad beauty plus dark revenge theme has hit the right notes for today's audiences. One viewer quipped, "I used to be afraid of villains being too clever in revenge dramas, but now I'm afraid they're not clever enough." After all, only a fiercely intelligent rivalry is worthy of Dr. Zhai's scheme. Even the supporting cast is captivating. Newcomer Chen Jej from May 1 plays by Zhai Yiying with a chilling performance, transitioning from arrogant abuser to manipulated prey. Wang Yufei, as Wei's Hanyu, perfectly portrays the hypocrisy and vulnerability of a hypocrite. The title The Dark Side of the Sun itself is highly metaphorical. The producers mention in an interview that the dark side of the sun always has an unreachable shadow, much like the dark side of human nature that cannot be directly confronted. Zhai Yiying uses his legitimate identity as a doctor to conceal a dark plot of revenge, and this contradiction is the key to his character's appeal. The drama has already soared to a 9.2 rating on the Hangul platform, with the hottest discussion in the comments section centering on the question of whether Zhai Yiying has truly gone mad. Viewers have analyzed his micro-expressions frame by frame, noting that his pupils slyly shift when confronted with Jin's Haoxi's visions. This detailed discussion of his acting demonstrates the series' robust production. Judging by market response, this short series, blending psychological suspense, dark revenge, and sadomasochism, is becoming a new trend. Compared to traditional long-form series, The Dark Side of the Sun tells a fast-paced, relentless story in 72 episodes, each 2 minutes long, perfectly suited to modern viewers' fragmented viewing habits. The costumes of the show have also sparked heated discussions. Zhai Yiying's white coat as a psychiatrist looks fresh and professional, while his black windbreaker as an Avenger is full of dark aura. This appearance symbolizes the transformation of the characters and is called a model of a beast in human clothing by the audience. The visual contrast between Jin's Haoxi's white dress and the blood afterimage further enhances the aesthetic conflict between purity and violence. Even the details of the props in the show are well thought out. In the notebook that Zhai Yiying uses to record his revenge plan, medical charts and revenge timelines are intertwined, suggesting his contradictory state of using scientific thinking to execute emotional revenge. This kind of carefully designed detail allows viewers who watch the show twice or 3 times to constantly discover new Easter eggs. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.